Jill slid up that hill, pimped out, black fit, big stack, big skill. Jack ran game, Jill rode for the thrill. Two broke kids turned bosses off the steel. Came from nothing, now the hustle look real. Drug routes, trick spots, money in the grill. Jack kept heat, Jill kept the seal. Two heavy players in a world full of kill. Blood boys, Crip boys, all in the mix. Jack had hitters that would move real quick. Jill had ties to the plug with the bricks. Whole damn squad moving silent with the licks. Empire growing, they was stacking that dough. Jack called shots, Jill run the whole flow. Everything smooth, everything gon' go. Till some haters in the shadow started plotting on the low. Jack fell down, but he never lost ground. And Jill came back when the world broke down. Jack stood tall, never ran from the town. Jill held tight, never let a pimp drown. Jack fell down, but he never lost ground. And Jill came back when the world broke down. Jack stood tall, never ran from the town. Jill held tight, never let a pimp drown. One cold night, Jill cruising in the whip. Candy paint gleam with a tight lip grip. Haters pulled up, hit the back, made it flip. Jumped out wild, talking big boss shit. Pinned her on the bridge, trying to force that info. Jill stayed solid, never gave up the lingo. Told them a lie, made the whole plan sink slow. They tossed her off the edge, thinking she wouldn't see them all. But Jill survived, crawled back to the pain. Showed up bleeding, crying, calling Jack's name. Jack saw red, heart filled with that flame. Summoned all his goons with a murderous saying. But haters got scared, started snitching to the feds. Talking real loud while they begging for bread. Feds kicked those in, Jack barely out of bed. Crew lined up while the whole house bled. They cuffed Jack up, threw chains on his wrist. Took him downtown, tried to break his whole clique. Jack stayed solid, never folded, never snitched. Jill stayed loyal, kept the squad tight knit. Jack beat Dale, hit the wind with Jill, laid low. Vanished while the block went still. Enemies creeping, but Jack had that wheel. Vengeance in his chest like a pimp made of steel. Jack stood up, never bowed to a clown. And Jill came back when the world broke down. Jack took hits, but he never lost crown. Jill held tight, never let a pimp drown. Jack stood up, never bowed to a clown. And Jill came back when the world broke down. Jack took hits, but he never lost crown. Jill held tight, never let a pimp drown. Time passed slow, but the truth came quick. Jack found out which rat made the snitch. Slipped back in town with the mask and the stick. Knocking off snakes with a cold-blooded click. Haters started falling one by one. Jack cleaned house till the whole job done. Took all they product, all they packs, all they funds. G money in the wind with the shine of a sun. Now Jack and Jill sitting high on the throne. Money on the table like a whole damn zone. Paid off judges, paid off every bad shown. Case disappeared like it never been known. Two real bosses from the dirt to the jets. Counting big stacks with no goddamn stress. Jack still a pimp, Jill still the best. G-spot flow with the gold on his chest. Jack fell down, but he still wore crown. And Jill came back when the world held it down. Jack rose up, never played like a clown. G money in the wind, still running this town. Jack fell down, but he still wore crown. And Jill came back when the world held it down. Jack rose up, never played like a clown. G money in the wind, still running this town.